Hi everybody, welcome to Line of the Week number 142, Motif Development Using Melodic Rhythms. This week I took a rhythm, added notes to it, and then developed it while improvising over tunes. The lines that I write are meant to just be an example. You can take the melodic rhythm I'll show you later in the video and try it out for yourself. Before I get to the line of the week, and so we're all on the same page, here are the chords to the progression. The chords are A minor 7 to D7 to G major 7 to G minor 7 to C7 to F major 7. Here are the chord scales I use. I use the notes from the chord scales for two things. First, as a source of notes for improvising, and secondly, to determine tensions I use for comping. The chord scales are G major to E flat melodic minor to D pentatonic, and then F major to D flat melodic minor to C pentatonic. Here's the melodic rhythm I'm using this week. The motif is from Jerry Bergonzi's book, Volume 4, Melodic Rhythms Used with Permission. Here's the line of the week with Guitar Pro backing I use to make sure I'm getting the notes and the rhythm accurate. Let me say a few things about the line of the week. In measure 1, you've got the original motif, meaning the melodic rhythm using notes from the chord scale. In measure 2, you've got a variation, meaning the same rhythm, different notes to fit the harmony. In measure 3, you've got an extension, which is an original motif with some added notes. Then in measure 4, you've got a fragment, which is an identifiable part of the original motif. In measure 5, you've got a variation of the original motif. Measure 6, another variation. Measure 7, an extension of the original motif. And then measure 8, a fragment of the original motif. Also, note the points of resolution of tension by half step. At the point of chord change, it's important to resolve non-harmonic tones, meaning avoid notes or disagreeable tones, by half step to an agreeable note. You can resolve tension either directly, meaning immediately, or indirectly within a beat and a half. In other words, at the point of chord change, you only leap from a note if it's agreeable, meaning harmonic, to both the chord of the moment and the next chord. Otherwise, you need to resolve the note preferably by half step. In this line of the week, we resolve tension at the point of chord change in 3 places, circled in red. At the end of measure 1, going into measure 2, you've got note E under A minor 7, resolving by half step to note D sharp under the D7 chord. At the end of measure 2, going into measure 3, you've got note D sharp under the D7 chord, resolving by half step to note D under the G major 7 chord. At the end of measure 6, going into measure 7, you've got note D sharp under the C7 chord, resolving by half step to note D under the F major 7 chord. So that's it for this week. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next week.